Perfect. Hi, everybody. Welcome to our online virtual open viewing today for the property at 148 3F3 Albert Street in Leith. My name is Zaina. I work at Warner's, and I'll be here with the homeowner, Nick, who's at the property, to kind of give you guys a guided tour and to kind of commentate further from here. We will be recording the Zoom call, so if you feel like you've missed anything or maybe wanted to look back later and take maybe a few notes or ask any further questions, we will be downloading this after the virtual viewing today and uploading it to our YouTube channel, and we can send you out the link as well. So if you guys do have any questions, please do feel free to use the chat feature. I've already sent a message out, and like I said, yeah, we are here and happy to help. So what we'll do is we'll give it maybe just another kind of 15-20 seconds just in case there is anybody else kind of straggling in. I'll pop a quick note onto the Facebook event just to let everybody else know, and then we can kind of get started. What we'll also be doing is going around probably at least 2 or 3 times minimum in the property. If you want to see any additional angles or views out the windows, or even if you just have any general questions, please do definitely use the chat feature, direct it out. I'll let Nick know, who's, like I said, at the property, and we're here to answer questions and happy to help. We have had a few people obviously ask as well about the potential to do in-person viewings. Just to reconfirm, we are keen as anything else to get as kind of back to what the new normal will be very shortly. We're just waiting to hear what the government announcement is on Thursday the 18th before we can kind of confirm what our possibilities are. So we are happy to look at any offers that are subject to an in-person viewing. So if you wanted to know interest or offer subject to an in-person viewing, we are entirely happy to kind of consider this. We've actually done quite a few offers this way, and it's just basically saying that we're not asking you to sign on the dotted line without seeing it. It's just basically saying that you're definitely keen, we'll give you in first refusal. So any questions, let us know. And yeah, Nick, if you just want to take it away, we'll get started.
Sure, thanks, Anna. So thanks for joining, guys. I'm going to start off by giving you
Oh, Nick, it's gone just a little bit quiet in terms of the microphone. Yeah.
Sure. We have no tenements looking into the property, and we have covered views of Arthur's Seat and Salisbury Crags. Property is pretty much south facing, so through these windows you get flooded with light. So if I just do a pan now around the front room, standard Edinburgh press in the corner here, quite a sizable front room. As you can see here, I have a full-size L-shaped settee. Also doubles up as settee bed for visitors. Further to the back of the front room, we have a dining area, which can easily seat between 4 and 6. And then off the front room, you can see this door will lead into the kitchen, which I'll show you now. No real wood hard floors in the main room, and then laminate flooring in the corridor. So moving into the kitchen, pretty new units. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 overhead units. We have a food prep area, fridge, under sink storage, draining area, washing machine, more prep area, and then a built-in hob and oven. Moving out the kitchen.
Well, can I just double check, Nick? Sorry on that one. Just so people are aware, and you're happy to leave all of those white goods. So the fridge, the washing machine, which are freestanding, yeah, those will definitely be left. Okay, cool.
Absolutely. So coming out the kitchen and looking down the hallway, you can see we have storage heaters. The first door I'll come to on my right-hand side is the shower room. Opening up the shower room, as you can see, small drying area, into shower cubicle with mirror shower. Coming out of the shower, looking further down the hallway, we have a separate WC. Small sink with over sink storage, mirrored. Backing out the WC and looking to my left, you see the double bedroom. Moving into the bedroom, full-size double bed. Have a dressing table with mirror. Bedroom is big enough, as you will see, to have two side tables against the bed. And again, moving over to the south-facing window. Unfortunately, it's a little bit grey today, but again, you can see directly onto Salisbury Crags with no facing tenement looking into the property. Then looking at the storage in the bedroom, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 built-in wardrobes. And then again, space for seating. So I'm going to walk back through now from the bedroom.
Perfect. Do you mind, Nick, if I ask, so underneath, obviously, when you guys did the carpet or you did the flooring in here, so the carpet in here and then maybe the laminate flooring in the hallway, was that, is there, like, is this flooring anything similar to what, like with the kind of varnished wood flooring in the lounge, or was it just maybe just the fact that you guys preferred, probably just for noise absorption, having the carpet in here rather than the flooring?
Yeah, it's a great question, Zaina. The answer is that the carpet was in here already, but if I go down here and show you underneath.
So it's a sanded, perfect.
So you could potentially sand the floors in the bedroom and have similar to the front room if you wanted that look throughout the house.
Great, perfect, thank you.
So I'll walk back through the property now in the opposite direction, moving from the bedroom back to the front room.
Perfect.
So as you can see, entry phone at front door. We have a glass panel above the front door, which although is opaque, still allows light through and directly through into the bedroom. So you couldn't really get more light into this flat because of the south-facing nature. Again, you come out of the bedroom and to your left at the end of the corridor is the WC. Closing that door. I'm coming out the bedroom, so I'm facing the front door now, the back of the front door. And as you can see, looking down the hallway, you have the bedroom on the right-hand side this time. You have the shower room on the left-hand side. And as I move down the hallway, again, showing you compact shower room. I think, Zaina, you'd mentioned that some people in these flats have actually knocked through this wall here, where
Yes.
the shower is, going into the kitchen to make a large bathroom area. And then I'll show you where you could put the kitchen if you chose to do that. So again, moving down here.
That's great. And what I'll also do, Nick, is I will
just the front room.
I'll just organize to quickly send over the floor plan on the Zoom chat so that people can have a look at kind of what you're looking at as well. So I'll get that sent over. So just expect that through very shortly, y'all.
Got it. So essentially taking out this wall behind the cooker, going through into the shower room and making the whole kitchen and shower room area big enough to have a bathroom, I would imagine, with bath, separate shower, potentially WC in here. If you did choose to do that, backing out of the kitchen now and into the front room, Zane had said a lot of people use this alcove area, which I have as a dining stroke work area, and potentially you could put an open plan kitchen in this area. Now, of course, you would lose the dining capabilities, but you would have a kitchen within the front room. And again, looking into that south-facing double window view. As I move forward, again, past the full-size settee bed with the press on my left, and then moving up to where I have my TV and into the full double glazed south view.
Do you mind even just trying to kind of open the windows up just to show people the kind of tilt and turn
Sure.
with it, if that's okay?
So you can either open the window so it just opens up for airing, or you can, if I move the television, see that the window opens fully. And again, I'll show you the other one. As I step back from the windows now, you can see directly out the street, there's a communal garden area, which people, I think, is like a street society where they have a shared garden area which is gated off. And it looks like people are using that as some type of market garden allotments.
And all of that is free, unrestricted on-street parking just there to the front.
Yeah, it's the closest road off Leith Walk towards town. This is the last road where the parking is free. So closing the windows now. So fully double glazed. So virtually no sound from the street whatsoever.
And then
Again,
also just obviously pointing out the fact that we've got then the electric storage heaters. So there is definitely gas connected into the building. And if you don't mind, and then do you mind going back into the kitchen, obviously, and just having a look?
sure.
That would be okay. Because I know that some people may just
Sure.
ask, you know, about replacing over, so kitchen in here, it looks really good. Fantastic, perfect.
So we have the electric hob and the electric oven with extractor fan. But as Zaina says, if you wanted to put gas in, then that is a possibility.
Yeah.
Should I go back through to the bedroom now, Zaina?
Please,
Would you like
yes,
to see that
please.
again?
Yes, that'd be great.
Okay. So again, leaving the front room, into the corridor, further storage heating here, laminate floors in the corridor running into the WC at the end of the corridor. You have the meters in the above head cupboard there, and then moving into the bedroom again. As you can see, flooded with light, carpeted throughout. Further storage heating, if you can see underneath where I have a dressing table, another storage heater under there.
Do you mind as well, Nick, going into and opening up some of the storage along that back wall just to show people how deep the depth is?
Sure. So moving in here, if I back off a little bit, you can see the storage.
It's really good.
So double height, separate. So you have two double width wardrobes and then a single one at the end. And again, the same at the top. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 wardrobes. In terms of depth, so moving in here, if I stretch my arm in, as far as it will go, I can touch the back wall there.
Perfect.
So what's that? I think I would say that was about 2.5 foot in depth. Closed rail in this one.
And is that similar into the other two or the other ones on either side?
Yeah.
In terms of the shelving?
Excuse, I've got some furniture in this
No,
one
you're
and
fine.
an ironing board, but just to give you an idea of the size of what it can hold. So I have an ironing board, a side table, a lampshade, and a tabletop in there. But again, it is a closed wardrobe, I would say, with the, again, double width rail. The final single one at the end there does not have a rail in it. And again, these are the same depth at the top. Arguably, I would say, possibly even too much storage for a one-bedroom flat. One of the private viewings that we've conducted this week, virtually, the viewer was interested in the potential for ripping out these cupboards to make the bedroom even bigger. It's just been put in, it's just wood. So it's been built by a joiner. So that could come out and you could easily steal another maybe 2.5 feet of bedroom space should you want to get rid of those cupboards.
They're really good though. At least like just having that for built-in storage, that's really good. And even just how big the room is just there. So, and obviously the height with it. And I know I'm probably going to ask a very weird question as well. But as I've been doing these Zoom viewings, some of the people are asking these questions. So I also think it's kind of just helpful. When we go back through the rest of the flat, do you mind going into the bathroom and like flushing the toilet and then turning the shower on and then even going into the kitchen to kind of turn the tap on just to show people as well the water pressure and how that
Got
is.
it.
And
no worries.
Perfect. And Nick, another question also is, you definitely said that some of the furniture could be available by separate negotiation as well if somebody was interested in, kind of buying any of the items. Is that right?
Yeah, I'm open to that. There's a few bits that probably I wouldn't be open to.
Mm-hmm.
So just to kind of call those out, Zaina, I'm quite attached to my dining room table.
It's pretty fab.
So that's coming with me. The stools also, they wouldn't be up for negotiation, but potentially we could look at other pieces of furniture in the flat.
Perfect.
Okay, I'm going to do the walkthrough to show you water pressure and working facilities now. So in strange times calls for strange measures, so I'm going to now flush my toilet for you guys.
Yeah.
As you can see, pretty new facilities here. And here we go.
Perfect.
Moving back out of the toilet, I'm going to show you the tap pressure now. So pretty strong pressure on the water out of the taps. Moving around. I'll try and attempt to put the shower on without getting wet here, guys. Can people see that?
Yes, we can.
That's on half pressure there.
Perfect.
The shower, the actual mirror shower here is brand new.
Great.
That was fitted just before the lockdown.
Okay.
Again, moving back out of the bathroom, moving to the kitchen to show you water pressure.
So it's really good. Okay, fab.
Do you want to see, did you say you want to see the cooker on or
no, you don't need to do the cooker. No, I think that's fine. And yeah, if you don't mind, I guess what we'll do next is we can just go back into each of the rooms and just do a slow pan. Because what we will also do is when we're getting ready to finish up, probably in about the next maybe five-ish minutes, inside, we will also then go down through the communal stair just so that everybody can have a look at what the communal stair looks like, the natural light from the cupola, look over at the ceiling and the walls and things. We'll make our way out to the back garden just to see the communal area, and then we'll go out and we'll finish off at the front street so that you can actually see both sides of Albert Street and roughly the location we're at. One of the things that I always like to kind of mention about this is, especially not only the area, but for the fact that this is right in between Easter Road and Leith Walk. So it's a really fantastic location. Obviously, they will be extending over the tram lines, which will be going on to Leith Walk. Very fantastic in terms of public transport and also just investment into the area to make sure that you're picking up a property in an up-and-coming or a continued up-and-coming location that will really just continue to hold its value. So if we look at obviously the way that prices skyrocketed and are still doing so over in Haymarket, we are expecting Leith to just continue to do the same. So, especially in here, really high ceilings, nice natural floorboards, and the old hearth there, that's really nice as well.
Okay, so I'll do a slow pan. I'm going to go into the alcove area of the dining area, just so you can see what the room looks like from this angle.
Are the doors new, Nick? So obviously the door coming into here, that actually looks...
Again, I didn't replace them myself, Zaina.
Okay.
They're
look in really good
solid wood.
condition.
Yeah, I would say that they have at some stage been replaced.
Okay.
They don't look like original doors to me, but they are solid wood.
Good. Okay, they actually look in good condition. And then obviously just across down the hallway as you're panning over there, just above the WC, that is the meter cupboard. Is that right?
Correct.
Great. Nick, do you also mind, I mean, I know it's also a Sunday afternoon, so maybe the road traffic and during lockdown, so the road traffic maybe wouldn't be as busy as what we would maybe see on a normal kind of weekend, but even just to fully open the window just to see what the difference is in terms of noise levels. Because at least from my own personal opinion, I feel like it's really quiet, and I don't think we've actually even seen a car go by at all.
So again, bedroom window,
It's really great
able
views.
to open right up. And then if I go here, let's have a look along the street. So
that's there to the left, that's going down towards Easter Road, am I right?
that's correct.
Yeah.
And there's a new supermarket that's just been built there. I think it's an Aldi or a Lidl. And again, looking down towards the Leith Walk end of the road, there is a car passing now. And there is a Sainsbury's local at the Leith Walk end. There is also the famous Sicilian pastry shop at the end of Albert Street, if you have a sweet tooth. So not much road noise whatsoever. But because the windows are fully double glazed as well, even if there are passing cars, you'll not hear them here.
Great. And did you have to do anything with the windows since you've owned the property? So you haven't had to replace the double glazing or do anything like big like that since you've owned the property that was already there prior to your purchase?
Absolutely.
Okay.
So this was all in situ when I bought the property, and has served us well for the last 3 years.
And I know some people may ask, so the property is unoccupied at the moment. It was previously used for rental. So it is available just now. For example, if anybody was interested to come forward with an offer, you know, there's no issue in terms of date of entry. It would be just as and when, you know, the legal conveyancing work can be done and we could get a date of entry agreed. So there's nothing in terms of onward purchase or anything like that that would be a hold up for any sort of completion dates.
That's absolutely correct, Zaina. This was an investment property, one of a few that I have. It's not my primary home. And so absolutely, it's unoccupied just now. And it's available, as Zaina said, as soon as conveyancing work and legal is completed, a speedy entry date can be achieved. Zaina, is that enough of the inside of the property? Now, shall we go and do the outside?
That would be perfect. Yes, we'll start heading down. And if we do, so obviously going down into a communal stairs, sometimes the network can, or the kind of service network can be a bit patchy. If it does pause out, just hang on there with us. It'll reconnect over just as soon as possible. And like I said, everything will be recorded as well on the Zoom call, and I'll go ahead and download it just as quickly as I can do onto our YouTube channel just to email out to everybody.
Okay, so one last pan of the front room then.
And so is this with the lights actually off? I think it is, isn't it? So all of that is just...
Exactly, I've just switched every light in the house off. You can see here, I have this thing, that is all off. So this is all natural light you're seeing, including the hallway now. There is not any electric light on at this moment. Okay, moving out of the property then. So first thing to say, beautiful front door here. The stair. Just going to hear a little bit of a bang now as I close the front door. So the tenement is flooded with light here, the communal stairway from the cupola. Looking back onto the front door of the property.
And Nick, has there been any roof work since you've owned the property that you've had to kind of do?
There was a small piece of work when we had that really torrential rain. I think it was 2 Augusts ago. Mm-hmm. There was a little bit of work. One of the drainage type guttering got blocked unfortunately, I think it was a dead seagull. So we had to have some guys go up there and clean that out, but it wasn't major work, and it was shared between all the flats in the stair.
Perfect.
The access is via that ladder, and as you can see here, this is how they access the roof.
Great. And
so we're on the top landing here, one of 4 flats. And as you can see, compared to a lot of Edinburgh tenements,
it's in really good condition.
Really good repair, and it's really clean.
Yeah. No, I know the Home Report surveyor has confirmed that there's 15 flats in this stair. So obviously we can confirm in terms of the total number that would be shared for the, like if any communal works, because obviously it would take into account what is on the main door or downstairs as well on either side. But it's at least shared, you have a 1/15 kind of responsibility for any kind of communal repairs.
Okay, I'm going to walk down the tenement now. And as you can see, all the stairs in very good state of repair. Now it's going to get a little better as we get further down here. Obviously, the further we get away from the cupola. So on this first floor here, as you can see, it has the communal lighting because it is a little bit darker down here. And then moving down finally to the ground floor. Again, communal lighting, and brings us to the bottom of the stair. To my left is the front door, which will take us out to the street, which we'll go out to in a minute. And to my right is access to the shared garden. This is a secure door here. So, moving into the shared garden, which is very green, could perhaps need a little bit of TLC, but huge opportunities here. Potentially some of these trees could be thinned out, but can you see the natural light coming in?
Yeah. And what's important about our flat is we are a front-facing flat. So, you know, it's not something that you would kind of be looking onto this area or that you would even be hearing if people are out here. So obviously we're front-facing one, but it's really good. And I know that a lot of people with the tenements, you know, most people are anxious to kind of enjoy it and be able to kind of go out there. Is that a bench?
This is a bench. Now, the reason this bench has been put where it is it does, although this garden is not south-facing, this bench does get sun.
Oh, nice.
So it comes through above the building here. You can see here, there's a break in the tenements.
Yeah.
And that brings sun in here, which is why someone's put a bench up here. And the garden is pretty big. But as Zaina says, our flat does not look onto this space, but you have full access to the drying lines. And should you want to plant any plants and get on top of this, then there's definitely an opportunity here.
Perfect.
Okay, going to move out the garden now and move through to the front of the property. Okay, bring us to the inner front door of the stair. As you can see, electric lock on it. Brings us into the vestibule. And we're out on Albert Street.
Perfect. And so there is so this is a secure entry phone system just out as well, just to kind of get in.
So I'm going to move across the road now and then face back at the property.
Great. And just to let everybody know, so you know, any other questions, like I said, I'm typing away. Any other questions, just give a shout, and then we will be finishing up just here. So you know, And so
So
yeah, I was about to say,
we're
if you can point out your windows.
yeah, we're the top two windows there, as you
Per-
can see them.
Perfect.
The double window to the right, as I see it, is the front room, the living room. And then this one, which is the single window, that's the bedroom.
Great. And Nick, just as you pan up there, if you don't mind popping back up there again. So obviously the chimney there is where we saw the old hearth. So that's obviously been a blocked up chimney. And so it would be that's where the lounge, kind of open plan lounge dining area is. I know a lot of people sometimes like to open those spaces up, and they may not even want to use the chimney, or if they want to put in their own stove, they can do. But a lot of times people open them up just so they have like maybe an additional feature, or kind of, I don't know, stick candles in there and make it kind of really lovely. But I always think that's
Yeah,
really interesting just to see that.
you can actually see where the original fireplace was. It's obviously been boarded over and plastered over.
Yeah.
If you look closely in the front room, you can see the dimensions of the original fireplace.
Yeah, great.
And again, just quickly looking up and down the road, pretty quiet residential street. Easter Road at the end there, looking the other way, and that's taking us down to Leith Walk.
Perfect.
I would say in terms of kind of your proximity to the east end of town proper, if we were to use the landmark of the new St. James's Centre, I timed myself the other day walking, and I was able to reach the St. James Centre in under 7 minutes.
It's really good, obviously, just because of the location. And if you're going in, if you're wanting kind of public parks or spaces, there is down at the bottom of Easter Road is Leith Links. You've then got the space over Calton Hill. You can then just kind of hop over and you're down over near Arthur Seat and Hollywood Park. So as you can see, bicyclists as well. So it is a really good location for where you're
and
at.
just to talk about a little bit closer proximity, Zaina, than those bigger spaces here, let me take under 1 minute walk down the street here, and what you're going to see here is a small yet local green space.
Amazing. I totally forgot about this space as well. This is good.
So, as you can see, it's not a park of any substantial size, but we do have outdoor green space in under 30 seconds from the property, and obviously recycling facilities as well.
Great. And again, all of this is unrestricted, kind of free on street parking. So it usually, that would include the side streets also.
Yeah, anything going down towards the foot of the walk from here is free. Anything above, so looking up that way towards town, is paid for from this point onwards.
Great.
But this street is all free. And as you can see, just to note this, the street last year was retarmacked.
Good.
So there's no potholes whatsoever on Albert Street. And I think that's concludes us, Zaina.
Yes, perfect. So like I said, I'll download all of this and send it out so that everybody has it available. And if you do have any questions, you're more than welcome to get in touch with our office or send us a Facebook message or an email. And as previously stated, we are happy to look at an offer that is subject to an in-person viewing. We are hopeful that on Thursday there's going to be a kind of more kind of positive announcement about finally getting people booked in, because we do have those in there. And Nick's always happy to answer any questions. So if anybody is interested for maybe a one-on-one kind of personal virtual viewing again before making any offers or to answer any questions, we're always happy to set it up, and Nick's entirely flexible about accommodating these. So
yeah, I live locally in Trinity, so I'm like 5-10 minutes away, so we can arrange that at pretty short notice. And as Zaina said, I'm more than happy to liaise directly with you. So Zaina, if you can share my contact details out, I'm more than happy to have those one-on-one private virtual viewings.
Awesome. Well, thank you guys so much for tuning in. And like I said, I will get all this sent out, and we will see you guys very soon. So enjoy the rest of your Sunday.
Thanks, guys. Thanks, Zaina.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.